verse 7, it says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
He was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All right, he was constantly agitated by the behavior that he constantly saw.
Yep.
And everybody's familiar with that story, man.
Yep.
And it's not a story. This is a historical fact. This happened.
It's a historical account of what
It was a historical account, man.
Yep.
All right, the angels came down, and those men were so vile that they even wanted to pop the angels.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how sick with it was, man.
Yep.
If the angels popped up at a gay nightclub here in Vegas or somewhere in Florida, if they just walked in without the, like, let's say they don't have the glow, the angel appeal, they just walk in as a regular man, whether they have it or not. Whether if they have it or not, they walk up in there, they be like, yeah, come on in. They'll be telling the angels, yeah, come on in here.
Let me buy you a drink.
Let me get you a drink.
Let's
dance. You know?
You know?
Straight up, man.
It's crazy, man.
They be trying to, smack them on the ass, all type of crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
And the angels just have to just black out,
Yeah.
clear the whole motherfucking building out,
Yeah.
and then we'll hear about it on the news. Something mysteriously happened, and
Death Angel walked into the Pulse nightclub.
over 200 people, over 200 people dead.
Angel walked into that Taiwan.
The cause of death unknown.
Yeah.
All we just know is that
There's fags everywhere.
it's
Laid up.
Homosexual community.
Hey, but that Pulse nightclub,
Bunch
let's
of
be
dead
real about
homos.
that right quick. That whole Pulse nightclub was to incite sympathy about these gun laws, but to incite sympathy for the homosexual community.
Yeah.
That's what that was about. And so they can push and get them behind, because all they gonna do as soon as they start really pushing them gun laws for you to click on the internet or sign off for it or whatever, when you vote, they're gonna bring up remember Pulse nightclub, remember Sandy Hook with the children. They're gonna do all of that.
That's why it would be good for an angel to just go in there and just turn into the pale horse in that damn club. Lock the doors and shit. You know?
I use Kingsley.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, well, we looking for the suspects, but we can't,
Yeah.
you know?
He's gotta still be in there.
It'll be a mystery how them fags got put to death in there.
And we would know it was judgment.
Yeah.
It wasn't no mystery to the men of the Lord.
Right.
And the Most High is doing that now too.
Yeah.
He's doing things where you know it was only him that could do it.
Where the autopsy don't reveal the cause of death.
Yeah.
He was in good health, He went to the gym. How did he just drop dead like that? Most High putting out judgment.
I got a quick precept. Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of the destruction.
Because think about what happened. We talking about Sodom and Gomorrah again, right? Who were those men that went and told Abraham, like, hey, tell Lot to get up out of here? And he's like, shit. So when all that went down, Lot ended up bouncing, and he snatched him and threw him outside the city. Man, get your ass and your family up the mountain, man. We ready. That was them spirits created for vengeance, man. Those could be angels. That same spirit could go on people and be in the people. Like they say, it was a lone gunman, what's his name? Stephen Paddock. If that was true, the death angel was on that guy.
He got a serious death angel.
Man, if that was true, what they say went down here in Vegas, that Route 91, and that he had a serious death angel on him. You got it right.
He let off rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So many rounds, like them sore strokes.
You know?
He let off rounds of strokes, sore strokes. Go ahead, Al.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
It pleases the Most High.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord get fulfillment out of seeing judgment being brought forth, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when we hear about bad shit happening, we get just as excited, man.
Yeah.
Mashapat.
Kind.
We know the power that brought forth that judgment.
That's right.
Because the Most High is the issue of life and death.
Kind.
Belong to him. That's right. Him alone. back in 2 Peter, verse 8, it says, "For the righteous man dwelling among them, he was righteous." That's why it vexed him, to see all of the conversations of the wicked, right? The deeds of the wicked. It said, "In seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds."
You know he was complaining.
Lord,
You know he was complaining about it, man.
a ball.
But then when the Lord finally appeared to him and told him, well, hey, get ready to get up out of the city. I'm finna destroy this place. Then he kind of got a little compassionate, like,
Chains of darkness start talking
like,
to him.
what if there's some righteous among them? Would you repent? The Lord like, well, shit, find me 50 of them. Matter of fact, find me 40. Matter of fact, find me 30.
10.
Matter of fact, find me 10. And I'll repent of destroying this place. And he like,
But Lord, what if, man, get your ass off the scene. Just snatched him off the scene. Put ass on there, then. Get your ass. There ain't nobody in here. Ain't nobody righteous around here. If you had 50, you would have brought them. If there was 2 people righteous still, you would have brought them when I asked you for 50. There ain't nobody here, man. Get out.
You would have said, look, Lord,
This
this all I got right here.
This
This
is
one.
good enough.
yeah.
Get your ass out of here, man. I got work to do.
Yeah, Lot he's being simple.
Yeah. He had chains of darkness on him too.
Lot got so fucking pissed and drunk
Yeah.
that he didn't even know his daughters was fucking him and shit.
All right.
Pop both of them back-to-back nights.
We laughing, but man, think about what he just saw in the past few days, and his wife got destroyed.
Yeah.
All
He
that
saw
was
her
going
turn
on.
straight into that.
Oh shit, this bitch tripping.
He didn't look.
Hey, y'all keep walking.
Oh no, let me keep it straight ahead, man.
Hey, babe. Oh shit. We making light of it, but this is not a light thing, man. This is
serious.
We laugh because we see that that's about to go down with y'all.
Yeah, with you people, man.
We gonna be
still
like
in
that.
Darkness.
We gonna be like that when that day come like oh, I thought you was a good one, you're not.
We're gonna laugh at your calamity along with the Most High.
Lot was feeling some sort of compassion,
Yeah.
but by the time like when the prophets is on the scene and they saw how rebellious Israel was, they got to the point where they was like, you know what, Lord, curse these niggas, man. They ain't gonna turn back. They ain't gonna listen to me. Curse these niggas, man. Jeremiah was like, you know what, man? Let a cry be heard from they houses, man.
Okay.
When a troop shall be brought upon them, man. What he said is a little different than when we say, hey, I hope the Lord had a white man snatch your ass up and throw your ass in a detention camp, man.
Yeah.
And he is gonna do it.
Okay.
Can't wait till he saw camp your stupid ass.
He's gonna put you rappers in there. He gonna put you nigga women in there.
Yeah.
He gonna put you sodomites and lesbians in there.
You dread-wearing
niggas.
weed-smoking ass niggas.
He's gonna put Roman
Rastafari.
Catholics, Christians
Yes.
in there,
Yeah.
Muslims in there.
How much positivity you preach, and how much love you want, and how much weed you smoke, you still gonna get your ass thrown in concentration.
Black Lives Matter niggas. You
Yep.
Black Guns Matter niggas.
Yeah,
All
you
niggas.
black militants.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
He is not worried about you. He got invisible suits. He got bulletproof suits. He's not worried about how militant, how many push-ups you can knock out, and how many guns you got. Dude, he ordered 1 million hollow points in one city, like in one order.
Yeah.
Then he said, you know what?
Esau don't even have to meet y'all at y'all community, your neighborhood.
He can send a
He can
drone.
destroy you without having to come to you.
Esau got killer robots out.
Yeah. Killer drones.
We're gonna put a remote control car.
Mini drones.
A remote control car. And they got them that fly too. But it's in a remote control car.
Yeah, they showed
Into a city
Mhm.
with a big bomb on it and just detonate that shit when we get it to the right spot. Boom.
Bad Boys too.
Yeah, they showed that even in the video games.
Yep. Proximity shit, they got everything for you, man. Remote. And this devil comes up with this stuff, and this is what he loves to do. That's what he loves. He loves destruction. We talking about love with him earlier. He loves destruction.
That's
he loves
his
the
real
feeling.
love. That's
Yeah.
the true love of the white man is destruction, man.
Yep, he loves his sword.
He loves it. He's in love with his sword, man.
Hey, what did they say
And
in that
especially
movie?
when he gets to use it on you niggas, on Jake.
Yeah.
That's when he really falls into it, man.
What did he say in that movie, Full Metal Jacket? He said,
Oh yeah, that little salute that they
the
was
salute
saying.
they was doing to their guns. I forgot how it went.
It was basically saying their gun was like their wife.
Oh yeah.
This is my woman. I love her, and I will clean her, and I will, I
I
forgot how
would
it
do this
went.
for her, yeah.
Yeah. For real.
Straight
So
up,
how
man.
much they love their guns. And that was the American, they was beating that mantra. That wasn't just, that showed it in one scene, but they recited that all the time when they was cleaning their guns. In the real military like that, back then,
But the fact that Esau has that spirit on him, the Lord's gonna rise him up to take out a lot of you rebellious, wicked as Israelites.
Yep.
All right, he's the whipping stick of the Most High, and the Lord's getting ready to whip you niggas, man. Okay, he's finna you in trouble. Jacob's trouble. Okay. He's gonna use this white man to you want to call yourself a black militant. Esau can't wait to come down on you black militants, man.
Oh, so
he knows it's gonna be fun dealing with you niggas, man.
Hey, it's like when you standing in a group of people and you the baddest one. Who do you swing on first? The one that got their chest stuck out, with their chin up, and the one that's open, that's running their mouth too much. You pick one of them, and that's what you black militants just did. Y'all just started. Stuck your chest out, your chin up. He about to knock you out.
Esau, it's gonna be like a video game, like Call of Duty or something. Esau coming, come on you militant niggas, man.
Hey, they had that in the movie, show Black Mirror.
Yep.
Well, they had their minds persuaded with the chips that they took. They had their minds thinking that there was an evil people that they was killing, some type of demon or whatever it was that they was killing.
That's also in the fifth wave, I think.
Fifth wave.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
They was training them. They put that device in their head, and they was training them to just kill
Whoever didn't have
whoever didn't have the chip.
Yep.
You know? Yeah, man. That was in also Divergent.
Divergent. Yep.
You know?
Yeah, with
They put-
Mekhi Phifer was he was the commander or whatever.
Yeah, man. And I saw what they call that, predictive programming. They letting you know that's where it's gonna happen.
Yep. And then automatically, mentally, you supposed to put yourself on one of them sides.
Yeah. Do I want to get shot down?
Yeah. Do I
Take
want
the
to be
chip?
shooting them
Yeah, exactly.
with the chip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you niggas that's in that spirit, the Lord's just gonna use the white man to get rid of y'all early, man. Now us,
Yep.
the men of the Lord, some of us, we gonna be martyrs. We gonna die honorably. We gonna die believing and standing for what we believe. But a lot of the brothers, the Lord's gonna use divine intervention to save those brothers. They're gonna have power. That's the difference, and that's the real threat of why Esau sees us. What we're about and what we're doing is a bigger threat. Seeing you niggas mount up with, in the gun range with handguns and assault rifles or whatever. They like these niggas.
AK-47. Oh, that shit. We throw sand at that shit don't work. Like,
I let my little 7-year-old go shoot that in the desert.
Right.
He
got accuracy with it.
And that little 7-year-old, he'll dome you niggas, man.
Esau's training their kids. Yeah. They go to the gun range. They go
as a family event.
Yeah. Everybody got their own personal weapons, multiple weapons.
When you Jason's going to the mall, and y'all going to the water park or
buying Jordans and shit.
They going to the gun range. But they can go more often than you can, though, by the way. You have something?
Yeah, this is Psalms chapter 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them?
These agendas that they're pushing, they set them up with the ultimate goal of destroying you people.
Yep.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both their inward thoughts.
They set up what you would consider a black militant. Because who trained them black militants? The first black militant was probably trained by the American military.
He was ex-military, more likely ex-marine or ex-military.
Yep.
And he saw, well, look at my people. My people don't, I need to do something.
Yep.
And so-called white men is all with that. Yeah, get us,
Be carnal.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Carnal. Be carnal. Play my game. got it.
The both inward thoughts of every one of
Y'all
them.
remember that movie, that old movie, The Spook That's Set by the Door?
I haven't seen it, but
You
I
never
I
seen
heard
that?
about it. Yeah.
I heard it.
That's a
I
badass
recorded
movie,
it.
man.
Somebody recorded it. I looked like T-Bo
Yeah,
or something.
that's a badass movie, man.
What's it called?
The Spook That Sat by the Door.
It was one of the Jake's like FBI agent or something.
He was an agent.
Yeah,
He was trained
undercover
in the
or some
military, you know. But then he tried to, start that little movement, little pro-black movement to liberate Jake or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was teaching Jake in the neighborhood combat and how to, he was doing that shit, man. But guess what?
shit. All work for yourself.
That's it.
Working for the damn man. And then, and a lot of those organizations is always betrayers, infiltrators, agent provocateurs. So it never amounts to nothing anyway. The Lord ain't dealing with that. And that's an old game that you niggas are dealing with. You act like that's something new. Like it just started in the 60s. That didn't start just back in the 60s, man. Jake, it was always uprisings, man. And it always amounted to nothing because the Lord, he rules in the kingdom of men.
The 1800s was Nat Turner. And he used the Bible. He was the closest to using it the right way.
And there was a lot
But it
of
didn't work.
There was a lot of slave revolutions that happened with the Latin tribes too.
Yep.
All through Costa Rica, down in Brazil, but it come to naught because the Most High wasn't dealing with us. Wasn't dealing with us then. He ain't, he's dealing with us now, but we don't have the power right now. All right, the Most High is wasn't on our side.
Scripture say, "Wait ye upon me." And a lot of times, Jake didn't wait. Jake had that carnal mind, but what the Scripture say, the carnal mind is enmity with the Most High.
That's why when you read Romans the 13th chapter, it tells you to basically don't resist the powers, man. Because whoever the Lord has in power, the Lord is actually with them.
Yeah.
So it don't matter what you do. It don't matter how many numbers you gather together. It don't matter how much training you do. You're not going to take them down as long as the Most High got them up. Okay? The Lord is going to take them down. When we went to war with our enemies, we had to allow for the Lord to intervene for us to win those battles with our enemies, man. We didn't win it on our own.
The Scripture said, the Lord said, "I will deliver them into your hands."
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait for
Come
him to
on.
say that. People try to get rash and go ahead.
Matter of fact, let's find that. Let's deal with that in It was one with Joshua, and it was also the story with Gideon.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, get the one with Gideon, because I remember. Get that with Gideon. I think that's Judges sixth chapter. Because the Lord didn't want, like when he was calling for them to gather for the battle, he didn't want a multitude of Israelites. Because if they did it, if all Israel was to partake in this battle, then they say, well, power is in the strength of numbers, so it was because we were deep that we was able to take them out. And you ain't gonna give credit to the one who actually gave you the victory.
Gone.
Cause that's how carnal Jake is, man. And they think they even think that those Levites, those Haitians, when they had that revolution against the French, they believe that the Levites did that on their own.
Nah.
Oh, they rose together. They always try to bring up the history of the French Revolution, but you have no idea that the Lord actually was behind that. They used witchcraft to destroy those devils.
Gone.
But that was the Most High working from the left hand. Okay. Because the Lord, he operate spirits on both ends, man. He create, it tells you that Isaiah 45:7. He make peace and he creates evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Okay? And they use the instruments of cruelty to take down those Edomites, man. That goes back to Genesis. So y'all niggas, you militant niggas that try to bring up what Haiti did, That was scriptural.
By
And
the
guess
way,
what? That still didn't work in
I
their
was gonna
favor.
say, by the way, what language are the Haitians speaking? French, which proves that they were conquered.
And why are they the most poorest country
Yeah.
basically on the planet? They were still in debt to those people, man.
Yeah.
That's why they're so poor over there. So really, they didn't win shit. Yeah, we'll leave them niggas on that. Y'all can have that island, but y'all can starve and live like a bunch of peasants.
We'll bring you stuff.
After Esau,
We gonna use harp on y'all. We
Take your babies.
gonna take your sons. We gonna, you know.
Esau gave it to you after they took all the natural resources and pillaged all the gold.
They took everything
out of there. So, okay,
They just
have
left
it
you
now.
the crust.
Yeah.
You know, you just pour it down there.
They
And that's
were
why a
just-
lot of y'all come here to America, man.
They were just occupying you on that side of the island where you was pushed to, so they can get all the rich stuff,
Yeah.
from off the other part.
Ship it back to Europe
So
and
let's
then
keep fighting for a
yeah.
little while y'all got it on the butt. I can't fuck with y'all. Y'all win.
Got y'all eat mud cake, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
found that in Judges 6.
Go ahead.
12. It's Judges chapter 6, verse 12. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, The Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor.
Yep.
And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Lord be with us, why then is all this befallen us? And where be all his miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord hath forsaken us and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites.
Yeah, just like y'all admit that in slavery we was given into the hand of the so-called white man. And we was given into his hand. But that was because that was the curse that was on us. The Lord took the might away from us that we wouldn't have the power to resist him when he came to take us down. All right? It made the Lord brought Esau up. Okay? That's what you niggas in the black unconscious community don't understand. That weak piece of shit that you're superior to, the reason why he was able to bring you down and rule over you and still rule over you is because the Lord is not with us right now. Well, really, he's not with Israel because of the mind state that you in now. It grows darkness because you don't acknowledge him as your higher power. You still want to worship Allah. You want to worship the black woman. You worship money. Okay, you're against his word. It tells you in Isaiah the 5th chapter, you are in captivity because you lack knowledge. You know, as long as you're away from serving your power, that makes you powerless. And your enemies, as long as they see you powerless, they're gonna be able to. They know they can do whatever the hell they want with you,
They
man.
continue to rule over you. They're rod of iron.
They could rule over you. They could further oppress you, man.
Yeah, a couple scriptures.
But when the power is with us, they know they can't fuck with us, man.
We hit these right quick.
Con, and then we're gonna go back. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 17, it says, This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
That's who's ruling right now. Esau, the basis of men.
We go to the camera.
That's who's ruling right now. Esau, the basis of men.
Yeah. How the hell this base Salaki?
Yeah, he
Caveman.
Yeah.
Damn caveman ruling the world all of a sudden in the space of a few hundred years. Man, hell no. I got Salaki.
Go ahead.
Then, back over in 1 Samuel chapter 2 and 7, it said, The Lord Yahweh maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes and to and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord Yahweh's, and he set the world upon them. And he sets whoever, the basis of men, or whoever, upon the rulership of the world.
Yep.
So, like the brother said, when he sanctioned Isaac to give out that blessing, he put the spirit on Isaac to give that blessing out. So when you have dominion with you, then you gonna rule with the sword. He set him up that way, not realizing, you know, that the Most High had the ultimate scheme set up. Hey, this man's gonna be base, but guess what? I'm gonna give him the sword. He's gonna rule the earth with that sword. And y'all gonna think that nobody can ever in history touch him.
You're gonna, he's building Esau up just so he can bring him down to show his power.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and this is something that you black militants, you're not gonna. It's not gonna make sense to you, man, because you a bunch of carnal ass black niggas.
You niggas don't got no aircraft, carriers or no battleships. You know, no none of that. No tanks.
Drone.
No nothing. Your technology is based on the weapons you buy in the damn gun store.
Yep. At Walmart, they let you get the low shit at Walmart.
Come on, man.
The big five.
You
Let you get that.
You can't win this fight against the so-called white man on your own. The power is not in your hands.
There's Edomites that's buying from Bilderberg. They're buying mini Rover tanks to park in their underground storage or in their back shed. Like they're living like Commando, like Schwarzenegger Commando. He went in the shed, he had all that shit. That's how these Edomites are really living. Got real shit. You know, in Terminator when he came in and ordered some shit that the gun store didn't have, that's the shit that these Edomites got. The shit that the gun stores don't have. And they're gonna use that shit on you.
They make their own shit.
Yeah.
It's Edomites that actually make their own ammo.
Yeah.
You know?
Handguns.
Yeah. You know how to break it down, and like you said that one video where it was the size of a damn book.
Yeah, wallet.
Wallet, yeah.
Wallet.
Come on. All right, you want to go back to this?
Yeah, I'm done with
It's
this.
Judges 6:14. And the Lord looked upon him and said, Go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee? And he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel? Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house.
All right, hold on. Where basically they was about to go
Get to
to
the
war.
point, yeah, it's further down,
Get to the point where
Okay.
the Lord was basically
Let me
gathering
look,
them.
because we didn't-
Basically, whoever is not scary, come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
And he did that experiment.
Yeah, with the water.
With the water. Yeah.
It's,
It might be in 7.
Ain't that like 7 or 8?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I think
7 and 4. 7 and 4. Matter of fact, start at 2.
It's Judges 7:2. And the Lord said to Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands.
Yep.
Let's-
Too many of them.
Yeah.
I don't need all those Jakes. Go ahead.
Lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, my own hand have saved me.
Lest what?
Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, my own hands have saved me.
That's them black militant niggas.
I did that.
We did that. We rebelled. You know? We uprise. We got our own shit, you know? They'll really try to vote themselves. They try to get proud that they took down the enemy. You know? But you niggas ain't taking down nothing. All you niggas gonna do is continue to stand on 125th Street or wherever you at, and you're gonna debate. All you're gonna do is just talk about solutions.
Yeah.
Con.
We need to build black businesses in our community and all that crap.
Keep the funds with us.
We need to get our taxes right.
Yeah.
We need to get our credit right.
We need to invest.
In whose system?
Con.
Dummy. It's not your system.
Con, bro.
And everything that you think you need to do or going to do, the white man, you can't get past the white man.
I was just gonna say,
can't.
how are we gonna have our own money when this man's face is still on it? We're gonna be passing his money with his face on it
Right.
around our community only.
Con.
Hey, in Wakanda, was they passing
Yeah.
around
Right.
Benjamin Franklin's
Thank you.
in Wakanda?
Jake just wanted Chinatown, bro.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
all they want.
That's it.
Like Chinatown ain't got to deal with shit.
Right.
You know, this white man ain't letting them go smoothly. And they ain't under the curses like Jake is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so the Lord ain't with that. Let's all come together and let's train. You know, let's do push-ups. Let's have boot camp. There's even Israelite groups that do that, man.
Con.
Totally off.
If you're trying to get yourself healthy, that's one thing. You know, you and a few brothers like, yeah, all right, we gonna put the work out. I'm gonna train brothers that want to learn. But if you're making it mandatory, you're going off, man. You're going
Fine.
off.
Yeah, man. Because that's not what's gonna take this man down. We're not gonna do it off of our own power, man.
You can't.
We can't. The Lord is with him right now.
Con.
We gotta. That's why it says, "Wait ye upon me."
Mm-hmm.
Wait for
And I will deliver
my
you.
green light, man. Okay. You niggas and y'all think like, oh y'all scary. Y'all just waiting on a God out of the sky to come and do everything. We finna. All right, well go on ahead
That's right.
and repeat the process as it's been happening.
Jump the gun and see what happens.
You know.
They like to say, well, y'all all talk. Yeah, we are. You're right. We all talk. So all we gonna do is read out this Bible,
Okay.
prophesy until the Yahweh Shai cracks those skies. We all talk. That's all we can do. That's all the Most High put us here for. Do is prophesy and push His word.
Con, and this the boldest thing to be doing. Esau
But
ain't
you
scared of
know
y'all.
what? We ain't just talking.
Yeah, Khan, you right, but
Because these words, the Lord said He will not prolong His word in you.
Hey, is it all
He's-
talk with Mayweather before the fight? When he said what he gonna do? I'm using him as an example, but it's not all talk. But we have to wait till the full training comes, which is the spiritual power of the new bodies from the Yahweh Shem Shah.
Oh, shit. Jeremiah 16.
Well, hey, Noah was just talking.
Right.
Before it rained and flooded the earth, Noah was just talking. You know, when Jeremiah prophesied to Jake in Jerusalem to tell them, hey man, the Lord's getting ready to wake up them Babylonians, man. Y'all better repent. Matter of fact, he's finna come and he's finna take out Jerusalem and carry some of y'all. He was warning Jake. Jake was like, man, fuck out of here, man. You know, why would the Lord pronounce this type of evil against us? Why would the Lord do that? You know, everything been all right since we've been worshiping the Queen of Heaven.
Nothing been going on.
And then what happened? 'Cause they thought Prophet Jeremiah was just talking. You know, he was just a young man. You know, they locked him up, put him in the stocks. They didn't want to hear nothing he had to say.
Nigga get on our nerves, man. Lock his ass up.
And then lo and behold, them Babylonians came swarming on them niggas, man. Burned the temple down. Esau came right side by side with him. With his hating ass. All right?
when Esau snitching on us to the
Yeah,
to
there
the-
goes some
yeah,
Jews over there. Get them.
They hiding right there, right up under there.
You know Esau was leading them on. Hey, they got some gold up in there. Let's take that. Let's get
Their
that.
power lies in their temple. Burn that down.
Come.
Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. See, that's what we're doing right now. We're fishing, man. We're fishing for the elect, man. So we're all talk right now. But once the Most High gives out the order for those prophets to become hunters, you know, that's when the prophet's gonna get physical, man.
Could I make an analogy also? Since you're talking about fishing, right? Since it was talking about fishing, don't when you fish, you're supposed to be quiet,
Yeah.
so you don't scare the fish away.
Yep.
You sit there, you sit quiet, you catch them, you start catching them. Now when the fishing part's over, now as a hunter, we coming through blasting. You know, we're hunting or however you hunt, but we gotta hunt you still.
Kind, and it's about patience.
Yep.
That's what we're doing. We're patiently waiting on the Heavenly Father
Yep.
and His Son.
And that hunting process is gonna be when Yahweh Shai returns.
Kind.
All right, that's when He gonna change us, and we gonna have the power to go and hunt throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and and this is the threat that the so-called white man is bothered by.
Yep.
He ain't worrying about no niggas talking about let's get our our economy right. Let's start our own schools. let's you know the black woman, you know, she can help you out with your credit for $200.
Yeah.
You know, he ain't worrying about that shit, man. Okay, this is much more deeper. This is outside of your comprehension. This is on a heavenly thing, man. This isn't of the earth.
And hey, and by now, because just since 07, 08, it's been over 10 years. Niggas can't wait that long. Niggas ain't got that type of patience. They've been waiting, and their teachers been waiting 20, 30 years already. What? And they ain't gonna make a move? They didn't even make a move when the 2000 hit. 9/11 hit, they didn't make a move. We went and got them, they still ain't making no moves. What they waiting on? Let's go find out. And what they say we waiting on our Lord. Wait, he gonna give them power? That's something to be afraid of. He said they're gonna be like Superman in Hancock. That's what they're waiting on? Some of them would laugh, and then they'd be like, but they didn't wait a long time. They must really believe they gonna get that. They must be confirmed, but they know something. They really believe that. And we do. There's no doubt in our mind that we believe the elect is gonna get that. Lord, when we're all up here of the elect, you know, that we gonna get that.
And also the Lord and the angels, the chariots.
Yeah.
And they see them.
Yeah.
They see that already.
Okay.
They already seeing bits and pieces of it. So they know that exists. We ain't lying about that. All right, it's out there, man.
They're having news conferences about life on Mars, and you know they're making a big deal with United Nations is
Extraterrestrial life.
Yeah.
Out there in the other dimensions.
Yeah,
That's why they want to set up
War III.
space stations and set up military outer space and shit.
Hey,
Man.
but this is just like 30 years ago. If you think about it, back when all this World War III and all this is being talked about, and even back talking about 30 years ago with Ronald Reagan, he was like, but y'all noticing all the alien activity that's going on? Like, we need to address this shit. Hold on. We talking about fighting each other. We need to address this other. Who is these? What is this that keeps showing up here? Same thing now. Y'all worried about World War III, but there's other people showing up. There's something else flying in, and we don't know what it is that keeps showing up to this planet.
Yeah, Trump brought it back up.
Yeah.
He said we need another branch of the military, something about an alien.
Yeah.
What, an alien?
Because they visited his country.
Yeah.
I mean, they going everywhere, but he probably starting to see them here.
See, these are the things that the so-called white man fears, man.
Yeah.
He's talking about that type of shit. He ain't talking about you
How many guns you
saw
got?
netters,
Yeah.
all right, and brother Reggie's and shit like that, man. What y'all niggas talking about in Harlem, he ain't worrying about that. That ain't in they councils, man. They talking about what if those angels are
Right.
black men. And then you remember that one interview with that old Edomite? They're black.
What do you mean black? Black? Like
He said, you mean like
Black men,
like
like black.
light brown? No, he said
black.
And they seeing that, and then they're listening to our videos
Uh-huh.
and seeing us bring out that's in the scriptures.
Picking up all these old footage that they had that they've been holding. They're saying Area 51, but they've been holding all this footage. Wait a minute, so where's they said it was in what book was that? Kings? And in the Exodus, and they start naming like, oh shit, hold on, Daniel,
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, hold on.
Isaiah.
So that kind of lines up. Oh,
and they have a satellite that
Let's
has
get back to the scriptures. We
Yeah.
kinda,
Okay.
You know, let's get back to
Right.
to the scriptures. We finish that real quick.
in Judges.
Yeah, Judges.
It's Judges 7:3. Now therefore go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whomsoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead, and there return of the people 20 and 2,000, and there remain 10,000.
Hey, and so at the end of the day, really, all you niggas that's on that shit, that's talking about, we need to, get up arms, we need to train, we need to do this and do that. Hey, man, a lot of y'all just talking yourself.
trying to pump yourself up.
That's really what you're doing, man. You know, you really afraid to do it on your own. you basically trying to incite others. Okay? So basically, a lot of Jake that came up, when it came time for them to really go and walk their walk, they was like, they pulled that Trey, your boys in the hood, and yo, let me out. Yo, dog, let me out. You know? They really wasn't that. They really wasn't with it, man.
They didn't want no smoke for real, man.
All right. Straight up, man. Y'all niggas, y'all don't want no smoke with Esau, man. Y'all know deep down inside this devil.
Hey,
He'll run through you, man.
and like you just read, had him read, right? Y'all thinking it's a numbers game. It's not a numbers game. Esau ain't worried about y'all numbers. He got more.
Man, he take out countries.
Yeah, he ain't worried about y'all.
Look what he did to Iraq, man. Okay.
And they didn't even have weapons of mass destruction. He just went over there and just said, "We gonna get everybody," and went and got them just because.
Yeah. Look what he's doing to the southern part of Syria.
Yeah.
If he could do all that, and he's barely using all his power with that. He ain't even use a nuclear missile.
Right.
So what makes you niggas think you got a shot? Especially if you ain't got the Mosai in your corner.
They dropped big bombs on Black Wall Street. How long ago was that?
Wall Street.
That was in the early 1900s.
Anytime Jake has tried to
1920s, I think, 30s.
Start their own civilization, do their own thing, it never failed. It always failed.
That man saw that wasn't gonna fail and made it fail. I'm gonna drop shit on y'all, on the people right then. You think he can't do that now? And call it a meteor shower? You believe it?
This Judges chapter 7.
Man got some questions. Go ahead.
Judges chapter 7, verse 4, and the Lord said to Gideon, the people are yet too many. Bring them down into the water, and I will try them for thee there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, this shall go with thee, and the same shall go with thee. And whomsoever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, the same shall not go. So he brought down the people unto the water, and the Lord said unto Gideon, every one that lappeth of the water with his tongue as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink.
Yeah, so in other words, out of all these people, lead them down to this river, and if they the ones of them that leap down like a dog and lap it with their tongue like a dog, when you see a dog lap water, if they do it like that, those are the men, they ready. Those are some raw niggas. All right, they gonna fight. I'm gonna have them fight. They some gorillas.
Steve Harvey, there's some gorillas.
Yeah. But them other men that they get down on their knees and they put their hands in the water and dip it like a bowl, and they do that. Let them niggas go, man. They ain't ready, man. Them are not warriors. All right?
They too soft.
They're too soft.
They need them on the cup out here. Scraping toes.
And you niggas in the black unconscious community, you jakes, a lot of you jakes that's into this black so-called black empowerment movement, you softer than your own goddamn woman.
Yeah.
You bow to her. She's your god.
Okay.
If y'all was to go to war, she'd be the lieutenant. She'd be the commanding general over you niggas. And the black woman, she bows to the white man.
So what does that mean?
So how y'all gonna even go to war when y'all God is subservient to who y'all claim y'all should go and fight?
That's how we know you full of it, man. That's how we know. You wolf tickets, man, all day.
Wolf tickets, man.
Y'all ain't really about that life. The sad part about it, and it's the sad truth, we really about that life. But we ain't about losing. Going now, we gonna lose. We wanna go and win. And to win, we gotta wait till our Lord to our power gives us the power.
Con,
And it's worth the wait.
it's real strategic if you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, Jake isn't a good plan maker.
Yep.
You know, they act off of impulse. All right, we got the guns now. It's just time to attack. No, you gotta understand the Most High is using everything as a chess piece. He's setting up Esau's in ways so where his defense system fails. So where he come back, all his weapons they of no use. He putting the angels, making sure the angels' gear is correct. You know, it's really a war strategy.
Yep. We gotta still wake up all the elect. We got another job. We can't be worried about gunfights and training and hand-to-hand combat. We still waking up the elect. We still fishing. And then the power says what? He just gonna give us the power to become hunters. Like that. Yep.
Let me transform.
Change, yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. Verse 6. And the number of them that lapped, putting their hands to their mouth, were 300 men. But all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink. And the Lord said unto Gideon, by the 300 men that lapped will I save you and deliver the Midianites into thy hands, and let all the other people go every man unto his place.
So the Lord is claiming that I'm gonna give y'all the victory over those Philistines, man. Or Salakia, the Midianites. Okay? I will deliver them into your hands. So I let you know the Lord chooses who wins in a battle. Okay? Don't think for a second that you could take everything into your own hands, man. All right? Because at the end of the day, you niggas don't have a foundation and you really don't have no power. Black power, that's empty.
Yep.
There's no power in black power, man. Okay? There's power in the Most High. Okay, he's our power, man. Yahweh.
That's right.
Okay? So, you know, that's pretty much it on that, man. Go from there to Acts 5. Acts 5 and 36.
Oh God, yep. It's Acts 5, verse 36. For before these days rose up Thaddeus, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain in all as many as obeyed him.
And he thought that he was gonna get I got 400 men. This is enough numbers for us to rebel against the emperor of Rome. Let's take these Romans out. You know, there was a rebel group, just like you RBG cats today. Okay, you got the new Black Panthers. You know, you black unconscious cats. You're considered the new rebel group, but you fighting under the wrong entity, man. That's why it keeps failing.
Yeah. Fighting under the chains of darkness, really. Because if Esau, the same simple niggas that y'all are, if Esau throw y'all some toys, you'll be all right. Let Esau do what he did to ICGJC, talking about with the rap contracts and all of that shit. Give y'all all that money. Y'all niggas gonna be cool.
Well, it already happened. Polite.
Yeah.
Polite. You know? That's why he ran his ass over there with them Edomites in Hollywood, man. They'll definitely allow Esau to give money to the establishment. The moment he give y'all that gift, y'all niggas ain't talking about none of that shit y'all talking, man. Because you niggas, y'all just want to live good here in Babylon, man. You just want to drive a nice car, have you a weave-wearing nigga woman with a fat ass, okay? That's pretty much what you want to do, man.